Most single women over 50 won't admit this, but here's the real truth. Yeah, we can go out, we have fun, we travel, we go out with the girls, we go to yoga, some of you are playing pickleball, tennis, we have great lives, we pay our own bills, we afford our own homes. But at the end of the day, when you come home late at night to an empty house, or maybe even your dog, it's lonely. And I know because it hit me hard. I went to Mexico, a women's retreat. I came home filled with love, connection, gratitude, embodiment, empowerment. When I walked in that door and it was dark, and yeah, my dog was there and I love him so much, but it was lonely. And then I slipped and fell in the bathroom and I was all alone and I was scared. So the truth is, having a partner. So you think the big problem with dating over 50 is the apps suck, there's no good men out there, and all the men our age only want younger women or they're emotionally unavailable. But listen, I'm an expert at this. I've been doing this a long time. And the proof is in the pudding. Thousands of women are finding love online. Marriage, family, relationships, great guys. Did they have to go through the dirt first? Did they have to kiss a lot of frogs? Oh my gosh, 100%. But they stopped believing the lies that there's no one good. That dating apps are like a freaking buffet, okay? You're not gonna like everything on the buffet, that's for sure. But if you don't even go to the buffet, well then you're missing out on some really yummy stuff, right? There's so much on there, and you get to go back for seconds and thirds. So honestly, the answer is to learn how to use them, not
So I know a lot of you guys are probably frustrated by her videos. I'm just by clicking on them, I'm kind of frustrated by them as well. This, I was about to say young lady. This woman's name is Jamie Canner. She's a dating coach for women over 50. And I guess her specialty is dating apps or whatever. One thing I think, and it doesn't change regardless of the age of a woman, because as we know, women emotionally, mentally, psychologically, all these things, they don't mature past the age of 13, right? 13, 14 tops. So even a woman in her 50s is still going to think, and like she said, it's a buffet, because it still is a buffet for women in their 50s, because you're going to see women in their 50s posting up thirst traps. They're not going to be posting up regular pictures. Like, I was chatting with a woman in her 50s, and this woman still thought that I was supposed to be chasing her and calling her. And a lot of these women are looking for companionship, pen pals, right? And men in their 50s aren't looking for that. Men your age aren't looking for all that foolishness, pen pals and whatever and whatnot. And the problem is, you still think, and you're still trying to compete with women in their 20s when you're in your 50s, is insane to me. And it's almost like a slap in the face how they conduct themselves now. In the 90s, 80s and 90s, women in their 50s were like grandmas. They were very humble, but now they really think that they're hot girls out here. It's crazy, bro. It's really insane. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, that's how it is. You still, as old as the box is, and at this point, you got grays down there, even though you keeping the runway clear, right? It's still grays down there. You know what I mean? You still think that thing is, I don't know. That's insane to me. And you got all these wild standards. Kevin hit it on the head, man. You should be happy to have a guy that has a pulse. You know what I mean? But these 50-plus-year-olds now, and it seems like things have drastically shifted in the past 5 years, where 50-year-olds think it's almost like this is the new 30. These dudes ain't doing nothing. They're emotionally unavailable, such and such. And like, I still need to be courted. I'm still doing this. I got tons of kids. My kids are grown and such and such. And this guy is, I know guys in their 50s, and there's a lot of, I'm not saying that's quite in my demographic yet, but there's a lot of people, a lot of dudes in their 50s and women in their 50s that watch my channel. And they tell me, yo, I'm learning stuff from your channel, so on and so forth. But it's not getting any better. It's definitely not. Women is like, even women in their 50s, like, yo, you need to marry me before you clap. You know what I'm saying? You need to be doing this, this, and this. And I'm just like, what? Bruh. I'm a good looking man. I'm 43 years old. You know what I'm saying? You want me to go above and beyond, and I need to marry you or be in a full-blown relationship before I clap. So the amount of money I need to invest in all these other things to prove to you at this point in life before you let me clap is insane to me. Baby, you've already lived your life. You know what I'm saying? We're talking like we're getting up out of here in our 70s. For the most part, you're looking at it, for the most part in your 70s, even though you can say, JR, we're living longer. For the most part, if you make it to your 70s, you're like, yo, I got a 10-year window before I get up out of here. For the most part. For most people. You know what I mean? Mid 70s, I'm about to get up out of here. You know what I mean? Even though we can say that's young now. But hey, that's the reality of it. When you think about it. For me, if I live that long, that's 30, a little bit over 30 years from now. 30 years. Which you can say that is a long time, but at this point, hey, so I'm saying that to say, guys, listen, ladies, if that's what you want to do, what she said is perfectly correct. You go through all these different motives. The same thing with church. You go to church and all these different things like that, and you say I'm independent and you're working, and just like the 50-year-old woman I was talking to, I think she's like 51. Perfect. She worked out all the time, played pickleball, right? But it's like you working all the time, and then you come home and you expect somebody to text. Like, no. But that's what women try to do. They try to stay busy so they don't have to deal with the reality of where they're at in life. You know what I mean? Especially if you got younger kids when you're 50. So, yo, you guys can keep that, man. Like, fellas, at this point, man, if you got your stuff together, you got a job, you're able to take care of a household or whatever, women should be chasing you, bottom line. Or lead them to their, all that stuff about you need to do this, you need to do that. If you ain't pulling up, benefiting me, improving my life, helping me go to the next thing, and you should be doing the same thing with women, because we already know for the most part you are able to do that. Not talking about the pookies and leeches out there, but hey, just my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next videos. It's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys. That is your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm the best. Let's run it up to 1 million. Quit playing with me. Peace.